Hello everyone, welcome to part 73 of Advanced Ecom series in Laravel 7. So once again we are going to work on listing page. Okay, so in last video we have seen that we able to sort the products with the help of Ajax, and the page is not refreshing, and the products are also we are using sorting option for the products. Okay, every time if we are selecting some option like lowest price first, it is displaying the lowest price products without refreshing the page. This one we have done Ajax, this part we are refreshing, only these products we are refreshing. Okay, so now in this video we will start working on the filters as well. See, filters we are going to show at the left sidebar, and that also we are going to display products in Ajax by using these filters. Okay, so in this video we are going to display all the filters here in left sidebar. Okay, so I want to tell you the filters. If you remember that we have done some filters in admin panel for the products, and our filters are these one. Okay, these fabric, pattern, sleeve, fit, occasion. Okay, these filters we have done in admin panel. I will also check in admin panel the filters that we have done, and also we will add the filters for our products, because whenever we will use, then some options must come for us. Okay, so here you can edit any product and you can check out the filters we have done. See, select fabric, select sleeve, select fit, select pattern, select occasion. You can see these options as well in fabric, cotton, polyester, wool, in sleeve, full sleeve, half sleeve, short sleeve. In fit it is regular and slim. In pattern, checked, plain, pigmented, self. Okay, and occasion, casual, for formal. Okay, so these filters we are going to display in left sidebar here. Okay, so I am going to open its admin panel function. We have done the add edit product function. If you remember, open products controller. Here you can open the admin products controller, and you can go in add edit product. Here you can see we have used the filters. Here you can see here these filters we have used, but now I am going to put these filters in one function so that we can use in admin panel, we can use in front end, we can use anywhere we want, and only at one place we need to change. Otherwise what will happen, I am going to use this filter arrays in products controller of admin, in products controller of front. Okay, and maybe some other function as well. Okay, so that is not the correct way. We need to change everywhere. Like if I am going to add one more option, if client says to add one more option, then I need to update everywhere, so that I don't want. And one more thing you can do if you want to do, because I am not doing, because it will take some time and we don't have that much time. Otherwise this advanced series will never come to an end. So few of the things you can also try from your end. See, you can make one table, filters table. If you want, make one table here, product underscore filters table. Okay, in that table you can add all the filters value. You can add the filter name as fabric, sleeve, pattern, fit, and you can add the filter values there, filter underscore value, filter underscore name, and you can dynamically call all these filters from there. Okay, you can dynamically call all these filters here as well, and all these filter at the left side as well. It will be really good for you if you will do like this. I am not going to do, because it will take too much time. It will require 1-2 more videos, but I want to finish as early as possible so that we can move forward to other things as well. So this one, see, I am leaving few of the things every time for you, and this one my premium members can try this one. I can help them as well. Okay, and if you are not member yet, then become the member of the channel and get benefit of these things as well. Okay, so get benefits of other things as well. I will keep helping you. So okay, so you can try this thing at your end. And now so I am going to make one function here in product model. Here I am going to make one function for the filters so that we can use that function everywhere. So I am going to declare this function as static, public static, because I want to use it everywhere. So I will use it as static, otherwise you not required to use it as static. See, these relations are not static. Okay, public static function Prux filters. I am going to name it like Prux filters, and here I am going to add will display like product filters, and here I am going to display all these filters, and I am going to cut all these filter, okay, from here, and I am going to add all these filters here. Okay, fabric array, sleeve array, okay, all these filters are like this. So fine. So what I am going to do, I am going to put them all in another array so that we can use one array for all. I am going to do like this. And simply do like this. And we can return this array. Now just need to return this one. Okay, so see, we can use this one. Okay, it will also dynamic. Okay, but we, for make the things easier, I am going to use it in a simple way. I am going to here once again I am going to add filters here as well. Okay, so here I am going to first call the filter. Here I am going to insert this one. Select, and after that okay, so see here I am going to put, we are using fabric array, sleeve array like this. So I am going to use all the array, and see, first of all, if we want to debug, we can debug also that filters are coming here. All the filter must come in array. You can debug it like this, and see here. Okay, fabric array, sleeve array, pattern array, fit array. See, this one we will also use at the front end. Now we are going to update at the admin panel. Okay, so you can comment this one, or you can simply remove. You can comment this one or remove it, not required. Okay, so we can put dollar fabric array, and we are having this one like this, fabric array. Okay, so I'm going to copy this one, Control Shift P, times, then sleeve array, then pattern array, then fit array, and then occasion array. Okay, now you can try like this. All these are working fine. Okay, you can see. Okay, so all these are working fine. Okay, so now we can use these in front as well. So now we are going to update the listing function. That is our basic task of this video. See, we have also updated the filters at the admin panel, because I am going to use the same function here. See, this function I am going to use for the front as well. Okay, so in else part we are going to update these filters. I am going to use these filters in else part once again, and very simple thing, I am just going to use this one and nothing I will do. See, I am just going to use this one and print here and just return these. Okay, so see, our task is very much easy. And now see, if I want to update at the admin and front, if I want to add the new option or new value, just I need to add here. See, any option I can add here. Like if I will add here one option like pure cotton, then see, then it will display at both ends. Like if it will also come at front, it will also come at admin. Okay, we will try this one shortly. Okay, so now I have added at the front end as well, and the only thing that we need to pass all these filters once again. Okay, in front end as well, like this, we just require to pass these ones. Okay, like this. Okay, so we have just call and pass every filter. Okay, so we are going to display now in listing blade file, and we require one condition, otherwise it will come in front sidebar of all pages, even it will come in index page, that we don't want. Okay, so you can open the index page here. See, here I don't want the filters, because here are not the category products are displaying, here mixed products are displaying, feature products, catered products. So here filters will only come for the listing page. So for listing page I will add one condition here, simple condition. This in front products controller, here it is, and here I will add the page name, like we have done for the index controller as well, if you remember. Okay, you can see in the index controller as well we have used this page name. Okay, so this page name is very important, you can use for all the pages, so that we can add the condition what we want. See, listing, and just pass this page name. Okay, so that we can add the condition in listing blade file in front sidebar. Sorry, in front sidebar that we are going to update. We will first add the condition here that these filters will only display at the listing page. So we will add the condition here, and here I am going to add one condition, like at the rate of if is set dollar pay name, if in case dollar pay name is coming, and dollar pay name is equal to listing. Okay, fine. Sorry, not here, here itself. Okay, so in this condition I am going to add the filter. I will take one div here, and inside this div, first of all I will pick the first filter, fabric. I will use one h5 tag and will add fabric, will close it, and then I will add the loop. We will add in the same way, like for each loop we are going to add for each loop, and we are having that array, fabric array like this as dollar fabric. So first I will end the loop here and for each. Okay, so inside this one I am going to display the products, so I can use the input tag, input type. I will use the type as checkbox, because we are going to display the checkbox for these filters. Name I am going to take the fabric only, but I will use the array here, so that there are multiple, because we are using the for each loop and there are multiple fabrics. Okay, so we will use array, so that if the user select the one more than one, then it will display there in fabric array itself. Okay, like if there are 2-3 options. Okay, so that we will do in next video, but here we just want to display the filters. In next video I will explain you in detail that how to use this one. So here id also we are going to take see, id will be separate, so we are going to take its id like dollar fabric, like this. Okay, and its value I am going to take its value once again the same dollar fabric, like this, and type we have already done. And now see, we are going to display that dollar fabric here as well. Okay, so now it is fine. Now one break also we want to display. Now I am going to check here. See, the filter is displaying, but there are few issues because we have not closed the div as well. We need to close here the div as well. Now display once again. Now it is coming, filters are coming, but see, there are two close. And see, I am going to give the class to the div. See, we are already using some classes and we can pick from these classes. Okay, so I am going to pick these class. Well, not this one. Okay, this one I am going to pick this div class. Well, small, then this one, and let's try with this one class like this. Okay, so let's see now. So now it looks better, but I want to show them separately, so I will give one break here, and see, now it is fine. And here as well I will give design, you can set off your own, and style margin. Okay, so now it is fine. Fabric, see, cotton, polyester and wool is coming, and it is displaying very much fine. You can see format is also fine. These filters we are displaying at the left sidebar, fabric, and like this we are going to display all the filters. Okay, and these filters will only come at listing page. If I will open the home page, then these filters will not come. Open the home page here, then check, these filters are not coming here. Okay, so these filters will only come at the listing page. So like this fabric, we are going to display the other filters as well. So let's display the other filters. I will just now copy paste this div part only, and I'm going to paste this one once again. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, there are 5 filters. I will use them. And next one is the sleeve array, and the next one is the pattern array. Okay, I will make other changes as well. Fit array, and occasion array. Okay, so here I will use the sleeve for all. Sleeve, pattern, fit, occasion, and this occasion we are going to use here as well. Occasion, fit, pattern, sleeve. Okay, so now it is fine. Now we can check, see the filters here, fabric, sleeve, pattern, fit, occasion, all the filters are coming with their values. So one thing I am telling you, that if you are going to add one filter here, if you want to add one filter both at admin panel, like if you want to add one more option, pure cotton here in fabric at the admin panel, and here at also at the front end. So if we will not make the function common function, then you need to add here as well, and you need to add here as well. Okay, see, 2 times you are adding, but now just you need to add in function just 1 time. Here I am going to add, pure wool or anything. Pure wool is also here, we can add pure wool. Okay, so now see, now refresh and see, first we'll see at front. See, pure wool have come up here in fabric, and at admin as well you are going to see. I'm going to refresh it as well, and we'll see here pure wool has come up in admin as well. So this is the advantage of using the common functions in the models. You can declare them and you can use them in your complete website. So it's really a good way so that not to redeclare or not to reuse your code again and again. Okay, so you can do all this stuff at your end, and then you can try all this. And in next video we are going to display these products with the help of these filters. Like I'm going to do something like, you have selected lowest price first, okay, here, and after that the user want only the cotton fabric t-shirts, then he will select this one. Then cotton fabric and lowest price, both options will play together, and only the cotton products will come of the lowest, and it will start from the lowest price. Okay, so we will also do the multiple, like cotton as well as wool. See, two options selected, so cotton products will also come and the wool products will also come, means the fabric is cotton and wool, and polyester will not come, like this. Okay, so we are going to use this filter to display the products in Ajax. Okay, this is bit complex, but we must use this one to make our website fast, so that the products will display as early as possible. And most of the good website use Ajax, okay, for displaying the products. So one of the crucial thing of our advanced ecom series, this one we have not used in basic e-commerce series, but here in advanced ecom series we are going to display the products with the help of Ajax sort options and filter options both. Okay, so stay tuned for the next video. That's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.